next session would be the presentation about the high-performance leader, sustainable self in the AI era. I would like to invite Ms. Helen Dai, CPA, MBA, founder and CEO of EverGrow Coaching Incorporated.
All right. Before I begin, I want you to do something with me. Are you game? Let's stand up. Stand up. We've been sitting for a long time, so stand up and shake out your arms, legs, and do some deep breath with me to wake up your body. Okay, so breathing in with your nose and breathing out through your mouth. This time deeper. Breathing in, filling up your belly like a balloon, and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep this rhythm. This time deeper. Feeling like you're pulling the energy from the ground, and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Very good. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out. And put a big smile on your face. Beautiful. Thank you. Now you can take a seat. And we'll begin. You can take a seat. All right. So, real estate leaders, you must develop knowledge and hard skills that we have talked about all day. The market, the valuation, pricing, negotiation, technology, and AI to remain relevant in this era. And all of that matters. But I want to tell you a truth. Mastering the hard skills is just half of the battle. So what really truly determines your impact and the fulfillment is who you are becoming in the doing. The greatest competitive advantage right now in this AI-driven era is not just what you know. It is sustain yourself, mastering yourself, your clarity, your energy, your persistency, and your leadership. Because that is what will anchor you in any of the storm. So leaders like us in this era, our real work is building the sustainable self, the one that does not burn out, the one that sharpens when we're giving out the energy, and the one that innovates with the heart and the purpose. So today, I'm going to show you what's possible, the mindset and the habits to unlock the extraordinary performance over the time. It's a magic. So in our industry, your name is a business, and your reputation walks in every room before you do. Many people think personal branding is about visibility, the right photo, the right title, the right introduction. But your real brand is not what you tell people who you are. It's actually who you are. The one sustained over time, across pressure. And your clients feel it. Your team feels it. And your competitor feels it. Because in this relationship industry, people are not buying a transaction. They're buying you. They're buying your judgment when the deals gets complicated. They buy your composure when their families making the biggest decision in their lives. They are buying who you are when no one is watching. So the question is not, what's my brand? The question is, am I becoming the person that my brand says who I am? The gap between the brand and the self is something eventually catch up with every leader. And the leaders who last are the ones close it. So now the question is, what habits do I need to practice on a daily basis to not only stay competitive, but also to shape and grow that brand authentically? So the answer lies on 7 high-performance habits. Number 1, seek clarity. Know who you are, what you stand for, what outcome truly matters for you. Because when you're clear, you bring magnetic focus to your brand. Number 2, generate energy. Your performance depends on the energy that you bring to every room. So tend to your physical, mental, and emotional energy. Number 3, raise necessity. When high performance becomes non-negotiable for the reasons that you truly matters to you, your impact and your value rise with it. So when you generate energy and raise your necessity, you show up with the vitality and the urgency that people notice and then people trust. Number 4, increase productivity. Focus on the work, drive the greatest impact. And when you deliver that value consistently, that builds your reputation. Number 5, develop influence. Success is never solo. Develop the authentic relationship and the influence that's going to support your vision and amplify your impact. Number 6, demonstrate courage. Lead boldly. Speak your truth. And that's how you stand out. Own your unique voice and the vision. Number 7, build a sustainable self. And this is the habits that hold the rest 6. This is the discipline of retaining that right relationship with yourself that sustain your performance and the purpose across decades. So the 7 high-performance habits, those are not small habits. Those are deliberate habits. That means you need to practice with a real mental focus. Every day, every interaction, every conversation with your clients, your colleagues. And that 7 high-performance habits matters the most when the ground is shifting under you. And you heard about it this morning, the whole day. The markets are uncertain, and then buyers are cautious, and the capital are flowing ways that no one truly predictable anymore. And technology is changing so fast, faster than many of us can catch up with. And on top of all of that, everyone, you are adapting to the forces in your country, in your company, in your family, that no one in this room see but you. So when the ground is shifting so fast, many leaders reach out to new techniques, new tools, new strategy, new marketing. All of it help, useful, but none of it is enough. Because the leaders who adapt well is not the ones has the best techniques. They're the ones that whose self stay steady when their strategy moves. When they have clarity, they know what to keep, what to let go. When they have energy, they don't collapse under weight. When they have the necessity, they don't give up when others give up. When they have the courage, they speak the truth, even that cost them. And that's the 7 habits built. Not a leader who avoid the storm, but a leader who can stand in it. So now, the question, so now this actually, now the question is not like how do I adapt to this market? The question is really is, am I kind of leader who can stay steady, centered, grounded when everything else around me is changing? And that is what makes you adaptive, not the techniques, but the self underneath the techniques. So this brings me to the question I want to leave with you the most is what would I say to the next generation of the leaders in this industry? And many of us in this room, myself included, come up from the culture who taught us to put the work first, the family first, the team first, the country first, and ourselves comes the last. And that's part of the reason why we build so much. But that's also part of the reason why many leaders arrive at the top of their career and quietly wonder, who have I become in all of this? And that is not a question I want the next generation to inherit. So if I had a few minutes with the leaders arising behind us, who is going to inherit this industry for the next couple of decades, I would tell them 3 things. Number 1, build your craft. The skills we talked about, the marketing, the evaluation, the technology, all those hard skills are not optional. And the world will require you more than they will require of us. And number 2, build your character. Your skills will bring you to the top, but your character will keep you there. So be the leader that people can trust when no one is watching. And be the partner that keep to their words. And be the colleagues who speak the truth. And number 3, and that's the one I want our success to hear the most, which is do not lose yourself on the way up. And this industry will give you many things. The money, the reputation, the seat at the table. But it will also try to take you from yourself. And quietly, year over year, through those long hours, through the constant compromise, and then through the slow trade of who you were for who the work requires you to be. So stay yourself. Build the 7 habits, high performance habits, and live that and practice that. And tend to the sustainable self with the discipline that you bring to everything else. Because everything that you build out there can only be as real as a person standing inside it. So the one thing I want our successor to know is that we built well and we stayed ourselves when we did it. So there's something I have learned over the past few years is no mind can sharpen yourself, and building the sustainable self cannot be done alone because it requires a proved framework and the right people around you who inspire, challenge, and elevate you, and also the environment with a high frequency collective energy, and also a structure that brings consistency that compounds over the time. So I'm building a mastermind, which is a community of the leaders who are ready to their next chapter. So where the 4 elements, as I talked about, which is the framework, people, environment, and the structure are coming together. So the sustainable self can be actually lived. So now, before I close off, I want to give you something real. So on the screen, here's a QR code, which is the High Performance Habits Assessment. So 7 habits, 21 questions, honest answer, so you will know where you are across the 7 habits and where your work is in your next level of the leadership. So take it, use it, and that's yours. And remember this, build the self, and the rest will follow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Helen Dai, for this inspiring session. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Peter Landberg, Vice President of FIABCI-Thai, to present the token of recognition.